General, welcome back to the broadcast. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much for having me, Brennan.
Well, General, why don't we start with what you first heard that is being reported overseas? I want to be very careful to say that we are simply, General, reporting what is being reported overseas in Ukrainian, I think it was also Polish press that reports on Ukraine. And Jeff had it translated, others have, and it appears, again, people can do funny things and play with pictures and media, but it appears as though this individual may be the same individual that is a Russian operative that is stirring things up for Russia in the Ukraine. With your background, what would you say about Russia sending in operatives to stir up trouble in America? Would that surprise you, General?
No, it doesn't. And let's just say it flat out that this is just more evidence of Russian involvement in the election and the falsification of fraudulent cyber warfare. We have to look up on this chap's background a lot more. I think it's going to surprise us how in-depth he has embedded himself into American individuals here. I don't have all those details because this is the first I heard of it. But what I want to summarize what all three speakers have said so far, Brandon, is World War III has started. World War III is a hybrid war that has started that is a mixture of biological, cyber warfare, and other means. They have killed, as of yesterday, 375,000 Americans through COVID-19, which was an outright biological attack on the United States, disguised as a pandemic. They have changed the voting system in the United States, falsified it in concert with domestic enemies of the country who have created treason by participating in this. We have the very hard evidence from these four states, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, and Georgia. And the important thing about it is it's not complete, but when you get the complete data, you will see the amount of votes that have been shifted in Biden's favor. So this needs to be presented as just what I said it is. World War III has started. It's a hybrid warfare. The president must notify the Congress. He has no choice. This is an outright attack on the United States, and it must be articulated to the American people. This election, fraudulent election, that was unconstitutional even before this data because of those states that had not maintained the procedures that the Constitution outlined. They violated them with the mail-in ballots, with a whole host of extending time periods, et cetera, when the legislature didn't approve it. And these border states, there are only 4 of them here, but that will make the difference in the vote. This cannot stand. The American people must be notified. You are the first program that this is being articulated and reported to, and we must report it throughout the whole country. It cannot stand. It's very important that the American people know what has happened. The specificity is there. In my humble opinion, there was enough specificity before this that the vice president could have at least gotten the Congress to direct a study, an audit for 10 days, which has been recommended, as back in the 77 or 78, the law, and it wasn't done. That's why we feel that Vice President Pence committed treason when he didn't talk about this. He knew the other issues. Now we have this specificity. It could not be more specific. It tells what computers are done, exactly the date time group, all those kind of details that will stand up in a courtroom in the United States, but we do not have a judiciary that will accept the responsibilities. So the president is going to have to do it. And I immediately recommend that he institute the Insurrection Act, and we set up an audit committee that looks at this, and we delay the 20 January event that is about to come in the inauguration. So that's my feeling.
General,
this is very serious. It's very dangerous, and World War III has started.